Let's talk about the Lululemon trail shoe. I've had several people ask me about these because I've been wearing them on the trails. And so I thought I would give you guys a quick rundown, especially now that I've put so many miles on them on so many different types of terrain. So my first pair, now remember, these are trail shoes. They're not road shoes. So don't come at me because they're dirty. These are actually pretty clean for a trail shoe. These were my first pair. These were gifted to me. So I will tell you that they wanted me to try these to see what I thought of them. I was not sure what I was going to think of them because, they're known for apparel. They're not really known as well for shoes. So you never know how that's going to go with a company. And so I took them out on the trails the first time on some hill repeats that I was doing on a trail that I know pretty well. That's pretty technical, but it is a short out and back. So I had other shoes in my car just in case. I never did change them because I absolutely loved them from the first time. So I wore these in a lot of my training for the 100 miler. With this, I tried them here on Montesano on those trails. I wore them down to on the Pinhoti Trail to do some training, and then I also took them on a trip out to Montana. So I have run on many different types of trail, and they have worked beautifully. So this is what the bottom looks like. They actually have really good grip. I have not had an opportunity to wear them when everything was really, really wet. I've run, and you'll see on some of the video clips, I've taken them through water and things like that, but I've not gone out on a really rainy, muddy day yet. We haven't had it because it's summertime. So this is the grip. This shows you, these are my older pair. They really haven't worn down a ton. We have a little bit of wear, on the edge here and then on the toes. The only thing that I've noticed on them so far on this pair is that this tiny little spot on the toe is starting to come off, which, if you know our trails here in Huntsville, they're very rocky and rooty. So I'm sure I've probably hit that multiple times, but that's all so far as the breakdown of the shoe. And these have the most miles on them. I liked them so much, I bought a second pair. So I got these black ones, and they have been through a lot. I actually wore these in my 100-mile attempt. And I say attempt because you guys know, if you've followed my other stuff, that I only made it to the 63-mile aid station where I didn't make the cutoff. So I started the race in them, and my intention was to switch if I needed to. I had these in one of my drop bags, and then I also had another pair of shoes, a different brand, with my crew. So I had options in case I needed to change. We went through multiple streams, creeks, rocks. I mean, if you look at my video from my race recap, you'll see all the terrain that I ran in. It was, scree fields because we were in Montana in the mountains. We were in technical forest type trails. We were on every kind of terrain you could imagine. And I did not change these. I wore these the entire 65 miles is what I have on my Garmin because the course is a little long. But zero issues. The black ones, my only thing is I can't seem to get the black ones clean. And we have cleaned them. That doesn't look like it. So I think my next pair I'll probably go with a different color just because the black seems to stay dirty looking even after I've cleaned them. But none of that's happened with the toe so far. The grip is really good still. I can tell just a very slight bit of wear here. But again, I was on a lot of rocky sections on that race, and I really can't see anywhere else other than that toe area for me. So I wore them through that race. Again, all types of terrain, not one blister on my feet, not one rolled ankle, zero foot issues. And to go that far on rocky technical terrain, forest type trails, and to go through multiple water crossings, creeks and streams and all those things, they actually dried pretty fast, which surprised me, but they did. One thing to note also is I switched several years ago to Injinji toe socks, and that's one of the things that keeps blisters away from me. So I wore my Injinji toe socks with the shoes. Everything worked beautifully. The only thing I changed is at mile 43, when I was picking up my pacer, I changed into, from shorts to cropped leggings, and I changed from a tank to a short sleeve shirt, but I changed into Injinji toe socks. I did not change shoes though. Even though they were a little damp, they weren't terrible. I put them right back on because they had caused me no issues and I was afraid to change them. So they did make it 65 miles on some really, really rugged terrain. And again, they feel great and they do not have a bunch of wear. With all the rock, I thought I might have some damage to them, but there isn't any. So there you go. That's my review of the Lululemon trail shoe. I have not tried the training shoe or the road shoe yet, but I have a pair of the training shoes on its way. So I will try those out next week. I'll let you know what I think of those. Overall, they're a win.